Good evening, everyone. Professor Wilbo back here. The second half of what I was hoping was going to be a doubleheader. Unfortunately, I went ahead and procced myself a forfeit in the first half of our game, but we are here with a Division A West matchup. We have Blasting Burrows versus Stepdads. This is the first game of the season for Blasting Burrows, the second game of the year for Stepdads. They drew previously against Team Maroon. Our Mat Bands tonight: Removed, Cursed Hollow, and Dragonshire. We are going to be headed to Infernal Shrines, aka NGS's home turf. That'll be followed up by Braxis. First map, chosen by Blasting Burrows. Let's go ahead. Meet our teams. Again, these are two new teams to NGS. We definitely want to welcome both of them. Over on Blasting Burrows, Michaelin was involved with Frank's Furters last season. Stepdad's brand new team. Happy to have them here. Wish both of these teams a successful season as well. And as you can see, their previous matchups, Blasting Burrows with one more matchup. They'll play Married with Children over the weekend. And there you have the draw that Stepdads picked up earlier in the week. Again, if you're not familiar with NGS, these are best of 2 series. You pick up 3 points for a domination or 2 map wins. You pick up 1 point for the draw. And the keys to the game tonight. This is a little bit of an interesting night. Just to start off, we have patch changes that have come through. You're seeing nerfs on a number of high meta heroes. Tracer nerf, slight nerf to Hanzo on the W build, but I'm not really sure that that's going to affect the way that teams treat Hanzo too much. The big ones to watch out for are the Malfurion nerf. Just getting a couple games in, especially with our support player over on the team that I play for here in NGS, it's weaker. It's not crippling, but it may make teams a little bit more hesitant to play Malf if they've been able to have the time to go through what the changes mean. Some sort of quiet buffs I'm not sure we're going to see tonight. The one that I'm actually kind of hoping for was maybe we get a Graviton Surge Zarya, that cooldown reduced by about 20 seconds. Some other little lean buffs, a Chen buff, but I don't think we'll be seeing the Panda. Dahaka getting a little bit more power, putting into a couple different talents. And tonight, just off the back of that patch changes, we just want to take a look at the support meta. We know that at the upper levels of the game, Malfurion and Stukov dominate, but as you start to move down the MMR tiers, I'm always wary of teams that don't value having cleanse. Uther and Rhaegar are still high priority heroes, and again, especially with the Malfurion changes, I'm just interested to see if this changes the draft up for either of these teams going in. And right now, let's go ahead. We're going to kick off our draft once again. Thank you, Commander Lemming, for letting me know that the mic audio cut out. Not sure what OBS was doing there. Let's go ahead and fix that. My apologies. Greymane ban for Blasting Burrows. I would absolutely like to see Stepdads get rid of the tank they don't want to play against here. Diablo and Johanna immediately coming to mind against Garrosh. It's a little tough to go with ETC here. I believe, if you're not aware, and chat, help me out if I'm wrong, I believe that Garrosh cannot throw skeletal defenders on the shrine and it will still prioritize heroes. Stepdads, every pick they've gone deep into the draft. Excuse me, deep into the timer. And they've gotten exactly what they wanted earlier. I certainly like these late picks. Diablo ban, as expected. Johanna and Jaina. Jaina very good into Garrosh as long as she has the adequate protection in that situation. Being able to permanently slow that big dumb brute is quite helpful. Jaina has solid wave clear. At level 1, solid shrine clear. I anticipate Fingers of Frost at level 1 to try to pick up some globe talents. Definitely what we'll be looking for. It's very interesting to me that we have Hanzo coming all the way through this draft. I would be shocked if he doesn't get picked at all. He would make for an exceptional pick over on Blasting Burrow's side with the armor reduction. I really would implore Stepdads to not let it through. I mean, they got plenty of options here. Something like Hanzo Gul'dan, I think could be really effective. You can pick up your Shrine Clear. Hanzo Falstad. Okay, I'm a fan. New Falstad, patch changes coming through. Changes to Wingman. Not only does Wingman provide Falstad with his bribe, there is also a 3-second cooldown reduction on Lightning Rod. And if you're not really familiar with where Lightning Rod sort of fits within the game's sort of damage scaling, Lightning Rod is one of the highest single target spells that you can cast. And it also still allows Falstad to just rip autos. And I will have to say that with a Kerrigan, a Lightning Rod build backed up at level 4 with the shield on lightning hits is something that I definitely believe that we could see Bacon go into. Infernal Shrine's our first game. Once again, this is a Div A matchup. Week 1 NGS. Blasting Burrows will be on the left side. Stepdads will be on our right. Some important things to watch early in this matchup. While we have teams that are fairly new to NGS, not knowing obviously their practice and their scrim schedules, the one thing that you can always sort of pick on is who's quicker on the camps. Camps are going to spawn here at 1 minute. On both sides, you have really good camp clear. Jaina, Kerrigan, Johanna, great clear. Falstad if he moves into bribe, great camp clear. You still have Sonya. You still have Hanzo. There's a lot of tools here to really work the macro on this map, and I'm very interested to see at how quickly these teams are going to pick up on that. Over on the right for Stepdads, Bacon on the Falstad. Dr. Holiday will be playing Malfurion. Adam SK will be on the Garrosh. Villies will be playing in the offlane on the Sonya. Woozy will be our Hanzo. And for Blasting Burrow, Zhu will be playing the Stukov. Michaelin on the Leoric. Pyromantic on the Jaina. Tiddly playing the Johanna. And Time, we're going to pop off on that Kerrigan. Throw some talents up here. Everything looking pretty standard. Block for Kerrigan is just a part of her sort of new kit. Again, Fingers of Frost on Jaina. We have Hammering for Falstad instead of the bribe. And a quick 2-man pop, and Hanzo is gone on the first Kerrigan combo of the game. Time. Dog. Chill. It's early. Great silence pull on a Joina there. Or excuse me, on a Garrosh. He throws the Joe into the into the towers, and a nice little bit of interplay there from Adam SK on the Garrosh there. We're going to make sure that he doesn't wind up being the second kill. XP even, but right now, rotation control is on the side of Blasting Burrows. Passive, sort of safe anchor there. Coming out from Stepdads. We'll see if they wind up stepping up and looking for a little bit more of an aggressive play. Top lane, never neglected. The eternal battle between Leoric and Sonya. We'll see how this one winds up. Keep an eye on the XP right now. Even though we're at level 2, we can already see there's about a half to a third level advantage showing up here on the side of Blasting Burrows. The rotation play really based off that early kill, and it's been very hard for Stepdads to step into the anchor spot that they want to put the Garrosh there to threaten for kills. Quick camp being picked up here mid. Kerrigan will look to play safe. Little bit of push from Michael in here. Anytime you see a Leoric pushing a Sonya, he's hitting his W's. Quick invade here looking for bot. There's a two-man root. No follow-up from Garrosh. Zhu on the Stukov just checking the camp there. Gap starting to close. There it goes back up. Level 4 picked up. We'll go ahead and proc our talents. Adam SK on the Garrosh looking to zone off. I think they give this camp up. Right now it looks like Stepdads is much more concerned with catching up in terms of wave clear. They're going to have a double camp pressure mid. The issue with this, definitely something to watch in the first, going into the first shrine phase, is because this first shrine is going to be here in the middle. Are we going to see any camp value coming out? That's going to take down at least a tower. I like what Blasting Burrows has done here. They took one kill in the early part of that game. They have turned this into a half-level lead. If they play this shrine patiently, they'll have access to level 7 first. If they're able to capture the shrine, they are already staring at a wall without a tower. Bottom camp picked up as well. Bacon down here. He's been unable to stack. He's got one stack on Gathering Storm because he's been stuck in this bottom lane. Little bit of pressure coming out mid. Zhu with an aggressive silence, but no threat really going on there. Vili showing up here first to the shrine for Stepdads. Again, both sides. Good camp clear. Zhu looking to anchor with that silence. Keep an eye on Vili's. If he can get through these two minions, he's got a spear angle on Stukov. Garrosh moving on in. He misses the Q. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out. 27, 28, 30. Skeletal defenders to be picked up by Blasting Burrows. This is going to be an easy pickup for them unless they wind up taking 2 kills. There's a throw going on Joanna Tidley. He has Iron Skin. He is safe. Bacon with the flank coming out. His free damage on the Stukov, who keeps the silence pull down. Both teams trading damage, and the Punisher is going to be staring at the War Chief in about 2 seconds. Does not matter. So Garrosh will go down. This is going to be really good push. I'm hoping to see Blasting Burrows take this 3/4 of a level lead. Turn this into at least a fort. This should be an easy pickup for them. I certainly like seeing Tidley. He's looking to get the aggressive flank here. Malfurion gets stuck in the root, and the Blizzard from Kerrigan Jaina combo. 3rd kill for Blasting Burrows, and again, like what they're doing in this early part of the game, this is going to be an easy fort. Question is if they want to pressure this keep wall early, or do they want to make the camp rotations, and they're looking already for top camp. Help relieve a little bit of that pressure on Michaelin, who, quite frankly, hasn't needed it on his Leoric. Take a look at John Cena here as he goes down and gets a little bit of wall value. Comparatively, lack of wave clear is definitely going to make this comeback a little bit difficult for Stepdads. We'll see if they can catch up as they pick up level 7. So Falstad moving into a full hammer build. Boomerang always the pickup. But again, mid wall down. Mid fort down. Falstad down. The bird goes down to yet another Kerrigan combo. Time on this Kerrigan. The only thing I got to worry about, dude, is that you're showing this too early. I don't think anybody's going to give you this Kerrigan anymore. You might have popped it on the first game and you might not see it again. Q coming out there from Garrosh. Again, no threat. This is a tough game for Stepdads to get a hold of. They're going to need to back off. This is a 2-level advantage heading into 10. This map is painted blue. Blasting Burrows, maybe looking to prep bottom lane. There's a flag in from Falstad. They've got 4 bot as the level 10 comes in, and the map is Free for Blasting Burrows to take whatever they want. Hanzo Arrow. Showing. Good decision making there. I like that. Showed vision. You still have 10. Instead of going for the aggressive 2, maybe 3-man kill, just take the camp, move on. Yeah, another camp picks up. So for the level 10 talents, pretty standard. Maelstrom on Kerrigan. Johanna will take Blessed Shield. Massive Shove on Stukov. Massive Shove becoming more and more popular as everybody seems to move into the sort of Shad build on Stukov. Welly for Jaina. I love it. Welly is dope. Kids, if you're not on that Welly train, start. And as always, the Entomb on Leoric. Kerrigan popping Maelstrom. Blessed Shield. He's going to lock down on Malfurion. He's got 2. Hanzo takes a jump over the wall. Malfurion is body blocked out. Great body block coming out from Tiddly. The Silence Pool also on the wall. This is a free wall coming here for Blasting Burrows. Again, time, dog. Chill a little bit. Just a little bit. Top lane, again, the eternal battle. Nothing really going on here. Veles has been pushed in for the majority of this match, and not all of it has become has come as a function of the camp pressure. The camp wound up taking that top wall, but the one thing that, and we're really never able to see it, obviously we only got one camera here, but I have to imagine that Michaelin has been on point. Here comes the collapse on a Sonya. That is a free and easy kill. 6-0 in terms of kills. This is now going to turn into a 3-level lead. Another fort. Stepdad just has to work to not lose a keep here. They're up against it. Freedom belonging to Blasting Burrows is, again, just exceptional play, particularly around the Kerrigan on time. Tiddly on the Johanna has been there for the follow every single time. I had a great body block on Doc Holliday there, too, as the Malfurion could not escape for that mid-kill. Free Punisher coming up for Blasting Burrows. Level 10 now online. Despite being down a talent here, we'll see how aggressive Stepdads want to play. This is a Leap Sonya, Twilight Dream, Gust, Hanzo with the Dragon Arrow, and of course Warlord's Challenge. Blasting Burrows could sniff this out. They know they have the talent invaders are going in on the Garrosh as Sonya jumps onto the back. Zhu with a quick massive shove. It doesn't do too much except for get the appeal, and Welly finishes off Sonya. Welly now working onto that back line. Falstad, not long for the world. Michaelin going in, he'll get the Entomb onto Doc Holliday. This is a team wipe, and this is me clapping for what Blasting Burrows has done in this game. This is 11-0 in terms of kills. Jaina stepping back to pick up the Punisher. This should be a keep. One kill might not do it for the entire for Burrows to get on the corner in this game. It's going to be 2, maybe 3. Quick flip over, but it looks like there's going to be enough peel here, especially with Tiddly getting past the wall there. Sonya gone again. The Silence Pool from Zhu finding its target. Punisher moving in. This is a Mortar Punisher, so a little bit of extra siege damage is going to remove some of the kill pressure, but at the same time, a team with 12 kills to 0 has not had trouble getting kills without a punny. Keep will go down. Let's see what they posture for. I think at this point in the game, even if you get team wiped, it's going to be worth whatever damage you can get on the core. Blessed Shield missing from Tiddly. He had a combo coming out there on time. Watch for the aggressive Gust play here. Locked down in the Entomb on Garrosh. Can he... getting sneak out of there? Nope, they're going back in. Veles on the Sonya goes down. He gets collapsed by the Welly as well as 4 members. This is going to be a 10-minute game. I thought I was going to get a little bit more hots tonight. I thought I was going to get the doubleheader. I thought I was going to get some good games, but that's a 10-minute Infernal Shrines game. Pyromantic on the Jaina, 6-0. Time on the Kerrigan, 3-0. Not going to get that. Not going to get that Kerrigan again if you keep playing like that. Wow. Wow. So we're going to go ahead and set up our second lobby. Second map, again, will be Braxis. This is an entirely different map. This is a good position for stepdads to sort of step back and say, listen, we didn't see the Kerrigan coming. We just weren't prepared for it. Not our map. Not our comp. Braxis, again, should play into more of what they wanted. If you want the early Garrosh, it'll be here. It should be, in my opinion, a little bit more successful just being able to sort of body up in the 4-man. You've got much more comeback potential. Within the small interstices between the objective phase here, you should be able to get more value out of the Garrosh, and those 1 to 2 kills will really not mean too much. But again, outstanding play coming out there. Again, particularly from Time on the Kerrigan. Can't sing his praises enough. So Blasting Burrows, they're going to go ahead and take our 1-level lead. We'll get our teams back in the lobby right now. And go ahead and set up map number 2, Braxis Holdout. Let's go ahead and get our team set up in the right way. I really, at the beginning of this game, I liked both of those drafts. I thought both teams got exactly what they wanted. I don't think there were any holes. The early Leoric was surprising, but again, when you take a look up at top lane and you see Leoric winning against Sonya, it means he's landing his spooky hands, and that's clearly got to be Michaelin's comfort pick. Shout out for beating on that Sonya in that solo lane. Let's check if our teams are ready. Everybody in the lobby. I'm sure they need a little bit of time to figure out what they want to do. Again, Braxis is a map that is usually banned out. I would probably wager that at least 50% of the games coming from NGS at maybe not the top levels, but at least 50% of the games, in my experience, usually has Braxis wind up being removed. Both teams are ready. We'll go ahead and pop draft here. Blasting Burrows up 1-0. Stepdads earned themselves a draw in their last game against Team Maroon earlier in the week. In fact, that game was last night. You can catch the VOD if you were an NGS member. If you're not an NGS member, go ahead and pop into our Discord. You can definitely take a replay for a spin. Any of our games that are casted, our casters do a great job of putting those replays up on a YouTube or on their native Twitch accounts. I don't see too much changing in either of these drafts. Again, everything that we saw in the first game was fairly meta. Nothing was a super big surprise. I think everything that was selected in that first map will be applicable here in Braxis, probably with the exception of you may want to switch that Jaina out again for something like a Gul'dan, just get a little bit more of that free easy wave clear. But we had Malf Stukov, we had Johanna, the counter to the high meta Garrosh, Hanzo, Sonya, again at the top of their respective positions. But Stepdads here, maybe looking to get something done a little differently. Phoenix Band coming out. So Michaelin and Blasting Burrows just decide, hey, listen, even with everything that happened with Phoenix, again, change to the talent tree prioritization, reduction on the AA damage again. It was about 10% of his AA damage is gone. They still just don't want to play against it. Maiev was the ban for Infernal Shrines. We'll see if Stepdads want to go in the same direction here. Stukov ban. Respect. Mouth picked up. I like what Blasting Burrows has done here for both of these drafts. While Stepdads has been sort of held back, it almost seems like their drafts are a little reactive. It seems like they're kind of thinking things through. These are quick snap picks for Blasting Burrows. They know what they want. They're going to go for it. They have all the confidence in the world based on that first game. And if you believe that Malfurion is support number 1 or number 2, you're going to have to go ahead and get him. Expect the mage pickup to follow before the second ban phase. What do Stepdads value here? Hanzo prioritization should be a lot lower. especially given the changes to his W talent at level 4. He will wind up having a less wave clear. That change to Hanzo, it's not going to punish him on a majority of maps, but it absolutely will hurt here. Gul'dan pickup coming out. Garrosh as well. Those are some evil smorks. I do like what Stepdads did there. Take the Gul'dan away. It seemed like an obvious pick for blasting burrows, but at the same time, if you're playing on Braxis, Gul'dan works on either side. It's not specifically a deny. It's always going to be a good pick in this sort of situation. We'll see what the pivot is. With Jaina being played in the first game, I don't see a need to rush the Jaina or what I would assume would be a Kael'thas backup pick. I would like to see... Oh, what do I want to see? I want to see Tychus and the offlaner that you want if I'm blasting burrows. Or at least some sort of counter to Garrosh. Don't rush the mage pick here. You have two options. They go with the Hanzo and the Leo again. Again, confidence. Hanzo into Garrosh is tough. I would expect Redemption followed by the armor reduction at level 7. Blasting Burrows, again, winning draft here. Even though I don't dislike what Stepdads have done, it's just been the prioritization here. If you want that Garrosh as that first pick, you're exposing yourself to Hanzo. For the ban here. I'd look at Johanna. I'd look at Diablo. ETC is a possibility. Not a great pick on Braxis. In fact, Muradin has a higher success rate, I believe. I apologize for not having the stats to back me up. Help me, Zadolv. This one's going to take a while. Like I said, I expect a tank ban. Whatever it is, Stepdads don't want to play against. Kerrigan. So that's a respect ban followed up by a respect ban. Feels good. Feels real good. Blasting Burrow's not afraid of that Sonya. They'll take the Malthael away. To me, that signals, again, not just helping the Leoric in the offlane. That could mean that they want to go with a Diablo. Johanna really doesn't have much of an issue with Malthael. Despite the fact that she would struggle to peel. That again, it could signal a Diablo to me. You've already got the Hanzo set up. If you can really figure out how to make sure that your Dragon's Arrow and your APOC line up correctly, it provides more than enough stun for a Malfurion to walk in and hit a T-Dream in the 4-man, unless you are really looking to get your Leoric to swoop down and lock guys up in the Entomb. There's not going to be a ton of counterplay available just because of the way that you expect the Gul'dan to be the lockdown target so that Horrify cannot come off and break up the engagement. What's the support play here? Morales? Lucio? Oriole. Okay. Don't dislike it. Here's a Sonya. Hey, get back in there, man. Dodge those spooky hands. Stay out of Drain Hope. Work the wave clear with your Sonya, and you will win that matchup. Oriole has her natural battery with Gul'dan. Again, the resources will definitely be put on a Garrosh. Ooh. And a Chromie pick by Blasting Burrows. I like it. There's that Chromie Leoric combo I really did think we were going to see in the first game. They wound up going with the Kerrigan, which clearly worked out. Man, Chromie sucks when you're playing Gul'dan. And hopefully we can take a peek at that. If the Gul'dan winds up throwing out too many spells and you can sort of, as a Chromie, fish out that interregnum between life taps, you can pick up a cheap kill on the Gul'dan, and if you wind up getting rid of that hero, it is going to cause massive problems. Obviously, given the Oriole, but when you're running a Garrosh at the front line, your tank has negative wave clear. It's all threat. So if Gul'dan can wind up being removed, there's nothing really here to stop Blasting Burrows from pushing into a wall. Bacon going with this Arya pick. Again, Graviton Surge. The cooldown was reduced. It's down to 60 seconds. It's going to provide a heck of a wombo coming out. Johanna picked up again for Tiddly. I didn't see much of a reason to change anything for Blasting Burrows, and they've... even though they changed some heroes up, the spine is still there with Leoric, with Johanna. Braxis hold up. Map 2. Blasting Burrows has taken a 1-0 lead. This is the map pick of Stepdads. I do like this Zarya pick. If for nothing else, the reason she was just recently buffed. She'll work extremely well into the Chromie if Bacon can hold that shield for the critical moments. For sure. Here on the red side for Stepdads, Dr. Holiday stepping out onto the Oriole. Woozy playing the battery on Gul'dan. Bacon will be playing our Zarya. Adam's got the Garrosh. Hanging out here in the solo lane will be Veles. For Blasting Burrows, Pyromantic. Jumping over onto the Hanzo. Tiddly back on the Johanna. Time switching from Kerrigan into Chromie. Zhu will be playing the Malfurion. And just eager to get this game started, running into his wall. Captain Michelin back on that Leo. So successful in game 1. This is the exact same matchup that we saw. Unless Veles can make some adjustments, I failed to see how he's going to turn this matchup around. Early wall grab. I like it. Hey, first game you wound up taking a kill when you met in 5v5. Why not go ahead and see if you can find yourselves a free tower. The rotation's coming up here. Tiddly leading on the Johanna. He's probably got an easy condemn here, but until that wave is gone, the Garrosh should be able to get a nice easy throw. Waits out the Iron Skin, but Johanna gets out safely. Corruption build for Gul'dan, picking up 2 stacks nice and easy there. Chromie going into Time Walker's Pursuit. It is a Q build. Chromie getting thrown. That should be a Dragon Aspect gone. No follow-up. Feels bad, man. Hanzo going with a Q build. I thought Redemption would have been the pick, but that will add the wave clear, which is to a degree lacking, but I thought the Johanna would have been enough. Michael and Navilis, again, engaged in the struggle down here. Drain Hope looks like it landed at least once. Let's just keep an eye on here for a hot minute. Let's see how Michelin's playing this matchup. 2 for 2 on hand. Here in top lane, Garrosh getting bullied. Not there to pick up the Oriole heal. Again, that Chromie kill could not have been was not able to be picked up because all of the damage is distant. There isn't the ability for Stepdads to really step in and go find that Chromie. Time getting wind up pressured out. There's a quick throw to try to get the Hanzo off, and both of these teams now positioning themselves over the objective. 71 hit point gone. Wow. First blood claimed by Blasting Burrows. Chromie using the AAs to finish off that Garrosh. And a slightly being opened up here from Blasting Burrows. Bottom lane controlled by Leoric. Again, Michelin just hitting Drain Hope left and right as he has secured this. Objective misses the Drain Hope there on Veles, so we'll get the spin. Keep an eye on him top. Top lane, nothing really going on yet. It's very tough to pressure into a Comrie, particularly when she puts time traps into the bush there. And that's 100 to 0 Zerg wave. And the early gambit has not paid off for Stepdads. They wanted to go top lane, maybe claim an early tower. And now the entirety of this Zerg wave bearing down on top. Fort. Blasting Burrows with plenty of poke. This wall is getting melted down. I expect this to be a Fort top lane. A couple of cooldowns lost there. Looks like Johanna used Condemn, as did Chromie use her Deeping Breath. Hanzo getting flipped in. He is going to go down. It's a good play by MNSK, especially if he can get out. Chromie sharking for kills. Tiddly advancing well past this fort. He's got the Zerg wave behind him. He does not have the Condemn up, but Gul'dan is surely to be next. Excellent detainment strike coming out from Doc Holiday as he stops that kill. Fort goes down. Woozy going to have to watch out for the objective here as that Zerg wave looking to pick him off. One shot from time, and he misses it to the range. 1 for 1 on kills, but blasting burrows here. Looks like they'll be threatening a keep wall to start. It's only Leorcan down here in the bottom lane just wind up trading. We'll keep an eye on this invade here as Tiddly and Time are looking for the aggressive play. Sonya wants that globe. She doesn't have an exit. Can Veles get out of here? Hits the spear on Tiddly. He's spinning to get over the wall. Gets it. The mouth moonfire is not enough. And blasting burrows right now will have 5 members here in the bottom lane. Michael shifting to change the priority. Solo laner heading top. Again, another difficult spot for stepdads. Early objective has punished them hard. If you're running that Garrosh and you don't grab your early objective, it is very difficult to get back into the game with him. Johanna can really just clear waves at will. She's not under threat from the Garrosh at almost any point as long as Iron Skin is on cooldown. This is going to be a long road back for stepdads. Adam SK going in. He'll get the throw onto Johanna, but it is going to cost him his life. Time able to step up. He's hugging the time trap. Very little damage able to be applied by Woozy, especially when the Garrosh goes in that deep. There's the tap coming out from the Gary. Top lane, Michael, and again with the pressure on Veles. Dude, what are you hitting? Like, what are you? 9 out of 10 of these damn things? Front wall soon to go down. Time poking it. He's got bronze talons. He'll take down first tower. Tiddly, he will wind up securing the second one as well. This is a 1.5 level lead, and it is only going to spike. Chromie hitting the Dragon's Breath onto Woozy there, procking him low. There's the heal out from Oriel. These heals have been used effectively to heal 3 members. Bacon, Woozy, and Doc Holiday's. Oh, the temp loop onto Woozy. Gul'dan is gone. Battery gone. 3 kills to 1 right now for blasting burrows. They will claim this bottom fort. Might take them a little while. They're going to have to wait for the next wave to come up. Top lane pushed insufficiently. No threat on Leo as well. Temporal loop. It's a good pickup here. Even though eventually Oriel will be able to hit this with the Crystal Aegis, because you have what is going to wind up being at least a 2.5 level lead. With the cooldown on Temporal Loop, there's at least going to be 1 more Shifting Sands, if not 2, before Crystal Aegis is even available. Groundbreaker going out on a Chromie, but again, low pressure. Condemn hits 2 members. Oriel gets sniped. Gul'dan at the back has no life. He is going to have to back out. Can we get an auto on Zarya? We can. Thank you, Tiddly, here for securing that kill. Time stepping up, looking to get past this fort and get it on to the to the Gul'dan. Pyromantic picks up that kill with a range Hanzo AA. 6 kills to 1. This game is going to snowball, and it is going to snowball hard. I'd like to see Blasting Burrows grab a couple of camps here. I think they can apply pressure, maybe pick up a little bit of structure damage. Dragon's Arrow coming out. That's a hopeful shot. Missing the Entomb there. Michael will wind up getting the Drain Hope on a Sonya. This is going to be a nice, easy clear here. Meanwhile, Time caught out. Flesh's Shield goes out. That 8-second timeout is going to keep him safe. Tranquility picked up by Mouth. Everybody getting high healed. Veles here trying to make a play with Sonya. Adam SK way out on the Garrosh. Michael doesn't even have to step in here. There goes Garrosh to the Dragon's Eye yet again. That's going to be another 100 to 0 Zerg wave. Temporal Loop coming out on the Gul'dan. 1 shot goes down. Won't secure a kill. Root a little late. Speculative Temporal Loop, but again, no penalty. That's going to be a full level before Crystal Aegis can even be popped. Again, here we go. Excellent grab on the camp. This is going to be a 100% bottom Zerg wave. It is going to push with the stronger of the 2 camps on this map. Does it wind up being a keep? Michael coming down. I watch for the Entomb over the wall here. I do believe that Blasting Burrows has enough of a play that they're going to be able to make this. The Root coming on. It'll hit 2 members, Gul'dan and Sonya. No follow-up. Wall soon to go down. There's a 4-man bunch here on the bottom part of this. Oriel is the furthest member forward right now. Michael and Sharkin for it. Jumps behind the wall. Doesn't have much of a target yet. Veles goes down as Tiddly Heat chases him. Keep gone. That's 1 kill. I'd like to see another one. They're going for it on the Oriole. Great Garrosh toss by Adam SK. The Temporal Loop will come out of the Gul'dan. The shot's ringing. Dragon's Arrow comes out. Condemn comes out. The Leoric steps up, and that is 2 kills. Gul'dan gone. Zarya gone. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a 10-minute game on the first half of this. We're going to get about a 9-minute and 20-second game in the second. Blasting Burrows, boys. Those are 2 fast games. This is their first game of the season, and Blasting Burrows sending a message to the rest of Div A. Guys, we're not going to be messed with. Stats here, 44k damage for Chromie. Chromie, played by time here, had about as much damage as any other 2 heroes in this game combined. MVP. Kerrigan in the first game. Chromie in the second game. We're going to go ahead and look to pull Michael in. Jump over to the lobby. I have a word with this fine gentleman because those 2 games were done fast. They were done effectively and confidently, and I love absolutely everything coming out there. Let's see if we can go ahead and grab Michael in. So Blasting Burrows moves to 1-0-0. Stepdads, by virtue of picking up a draw in the first game, still can claim a point. From their first 2 games of the week. And this is their first 2 games here in NGS. Again, Michael last season was involved with Frank's Furters. He's moved up from C Div last season all the way on up to A. And that was something I saw and was a little curious about. I mean, listen, it's not often you're going to see guys jumping 2 divisions, but it's clear that Michael has a plan for this team. Absolutely controlled that game. Controlled the top lane in both games on the Leo. You're still trying to see if we can get a word. I got questions.
Hello?
Dude. Slow down? That was a 10-minute game and a 9-minute game. On Braxis, okay. But let's start off with game 1. It seems like you got everything you wanted in that draft.
Yeah, a little bit. We actually were planning on going to the Kerrigan at the very start, but we wanted to save it to see kind of what they picked. We kind of expected them to go into kind of a squishy backline, you know, kind of the Hanzo, and I forget what their other hero was.
What did they go with in that first game? That was a... Wow, I already forgot.
Yeah, well, it was something very Kerriganable.
So just real quick on the Kerrigan there. No fear drafting that into the Garrosh.
No, yeah, we were a little worried when we saw the Garrosh, but I mean, we're very confident in Time's ability. He's a fantastic player. He knew he wanted the Kerrigan, so we're like, okay.
Mm-hmm. And in the early parts of that game, the one thing I definitely have to give you guys credit for is after you pick up that first kill in the middle part, right in the mid lane, despite not picking up a kill heading into the first shrine, absolute map control. And I got to give you guys credit there. Painting the map blue, controlling the lanes, and every time I look up in the top lane, I see Sonya, the A number 1 off laner right now, getting bullied by Leo. Got to be your comfort.
Yeah, a little bit. I definitely love him, and that Leo versus Sonya match is definitely a skill matchup, one I've played a lot, so I was pretty comfortable going into that. I mean, obviously we played it 2 games, and it went well, so yeah, I'm happy with that game.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on to that second game. No fear picking the Malfurion. despite those slight nerf reductions, was there again any consideration? To maybe
Yeah,
something
I mean,
different in the
he's
first
definitely.
pick, or you're just are you in this spot again? Given that you had a patch
Mhm.
today, are you just holding to your draft? Like what's going on there? Let's go.
So a big thing was, I mean, Malf definitely got nerfed. I think Stukov is now better than him in the current meta, but like
Agreed.
Malf is still, top two support. Definitely a fantastic hero, and I don't know. I think their Stukov ban may have been a small mistake because as soon as we saw that, we insta locked the Malfurion. Like having a top sustained healer on that map is such a huge advantage that as soon as we saw that ban, we instantly knew we wanted Malfurion.
Mm-hmm.
I think a large part of the reason we won that 4-man down in bot lane, or I guess top lane,
You what?
was attributed to that Malfurion.
You just won. You just won. Again, everything was very well executed. Full credit to really every member of your team. But I mean, the couple of shout outs, I really liked seeing the Johanna into the garage both times. I know that a lot of teams are sort of wrestling with, what is the favorite hero into garage? Do you want to play aggressive with a Diablo? Do you want to just go safe with a Johanna? And, both games, went Joe and Joe. Do you feel like that's the best matchup in the garage right now? Or is that something that maybe fits you guys personally?
As far as tank goes, like I think the two best heroes you can take against Garrosh are Diablo and Johanna. Like
Mm-hmm.
Diablo, obviously for the percentage damage, and Johanna for that unstoppable. It kind of just whichever fits your comp. I think both games were kind of I guess not the first game, but the second game we were definitely a sit back and poke kind of comp. So Johanna fit that a lot better. And in the first map, we really wanted the Johanna for wave clear
Mm-hmm.
that Diablo didn't really give us. So that's the reasoning. But yeah, I think as far as tank goes, Diablo and Johanna are excellent counters against Garrosh.
Right on, man. No, like I said, I agree with you. Like, again, it's just a question of which one do you want. And I think Tiddly did a fantastic job on the Joanne in both of those games.
Mm-hmm.
Again, confident drafting, confident play, and a shout out to Time. Going from Kerrigan to Chromie, not the easiest thing in the world between two games, but he was outstanding there.
Yeah, he makes it work, definitely.
All right, on, man. Hey, that's a good pickup. All right, listen, that does it for me for questions. Actually, you know what? I'm going to ask one more. First game, you played 2 games in under 10 minutes. How do you, I mean, is this going to set you up for the rest of the season? You've had time to practice. I don't know what's been going on with scrims. Where do you guys feel like you're going to fall here in Div A? Again, given that, hey, new team, showing some early results, though.
Yeah, we're definitely looking to be a top contender. Obviously, there's a ton of black horses, few teams we haven't seen so far in this division, so I don't know exactly where we'll lie, but we're pretty happy with our scrim results, and we're definitely confident going into the season.
I think you should be. I absolutely think you should be. Shoutouts?
Yeah, thanks to everyone who watched. Huge shoutouts to Trademark Gaming. A lot of the members on that team have done us some good coaching, some good feedback. And yeah, thanks to you for casting, and hope it was fun.
Oh, absolutely, man. Hey, listen, it's always a good sign when you can find a team that you think is going to be, again at the top of Div A early. And again, those 2 games were impressive. I hope you guys won't rest on your laurels. I wish you luck, and I sincerely do hope to catch you guys again at a later point in the season. All the best.
Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to it. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Cheers. 2-0 for Blasting Burrows in that game. Again, just something that was just very, very well played. Just want to throw up my upcoming cast. This Saturday, I have a triple header. I'm not sure I'm going to make it through it, but screw it. Let's go for it. It's going to start off 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll come at you with a Div B West matchup. Kentucky Murloc Chicken against Team Skyarch. Both teams will have games under their belt by that time. That'll be followed up with a little bit of heroic Div action. Arya and the Yit Bouses against Salted Snacks. And we'll close the night, Div C West, Psycho Storm versus Rush B. I've been your host, Professor Bobo. Again, throw your boy a follow. I'll be here for NGS for the rest of the season. And again, appreciate all the viewers and a shout out to Blasting Burrows. Stepdads, hey, keep putting the work in, guys. It's early in the season. Sometimes you get caught off guard. I did like their drafts. And I do hope to see them again as well later in the season. Thank you and good night.